actually cannot be overstated. If anything, it probably gets understated.
I think you're probably right. But yes, Taz, I've been very impressed actually with some of his work, especially on the Glock, if you remember, in our first game.
A full eco victory.
A full eco victory thanks to a double kill on the Glock from Taz. He has been certainly helping them with some of those impact rounds. Eyes on Malbs as well. It's a conversation that I'm sure you guys are sick of. Every G2 game, it's eyes on Malbs, but that's just because it's the nature of the beast. You kind of get a much more predictable output out of Heavy God. It's
B-Rush.
A B-Rush.
It's a full-on B-Rush.
Yeah, and Hype is unable to get anything. Crimbo. One necessary. Can't get that.
And 3v5 retake of the B-bomb site without...
Impossible, Chad.
They have a smoke at a HE.
That's crazy. Who's done that? I mean, it's not going to cost him anything, right? Hades did just choose to push the window for no reason.
He did do exactly that.
But it's
okay. It didn't feel fine.
No, it didn't. That's why I kind of got
fine.
I got a little quiet there.
It felt like you have Taz alive.
Why are we doing that?
Yeah. Taz is a major winner.
He is.
But that was in 2014.
I see someone's asking, is Hunter benched?
No, well, maybe he benched himself and we don't know about it.
Maybe.
That'd be crazy to do before the major. You're going to get stickers, so you want to get those, don't you? All right, it's going to be a 4-spy from Big. Let's see. Any fight with this? 5-7s are plenty. Deagles and a scout in the mix. 2 starting short, 1 starting long, and support utility from Crimbo. He's going to smoke the long doors. Malbs is ahead of this, and you'd love to get a Malbs game, wouldn't you? Spam with the dig, but it's not enough. Malbs swings out, doubles up. JDC and Crimbo in the dirt.
Shouldn't be too much more to be said about this one. Cross smoke lands. They don't even have to cross with this one. Let them burn through their little nades they have. There they go. 2 smokes.
Ooh, that one causes concern because there's a flash as well.
Everyone playing anti. Someone needs to look at the smoke. That's the flash.
Oh.
Yeah, Ram's clear, Ram's clear.
They obviously miscommed on what the plan was there. All right, maybe just save, boys.
So I have a question.
You can have it answered.
Great. I was thinking about which maps lend themselves to second round 4-spies, and my list so far is Dust2 and Inferno. Is there any other maps which is quite frequent to see CTs go for second round 4s as opposed to...
I think CTs almost always go for second round 4s.
Always?
I would say 90%.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I think. I think, like, how many have you seen full eco second round CT side in this?
You don't really, do
like,
you?
First series, we didn't see it. I don't think we'll see it this series.
Interesting. Maybe I've been...
T side.
I've been more cautious on my CT. You know, like, unless it's a Dust2 or Inferno, we typically just go full USP. Is that a mistake? Yeah.
I think...
Go like scouts, 5-7s, and keep their money humble. Maybe
as long as you have an idea, you can force. Okay, cool. If you have an idea, like, you know, okay, so you just have to think
some
about,
sort of plan.
Right?
Like, hey, let's go push lower. Let's do something.
And then we do the scenarios that we talk about in the cast. So let's say that you do something that's like, all right, well, we have weaker weapons, so we have to do more of a stack or a setup that's heavier to one side or one part of the map. If you lose that, then you just save, and then you get to redo that in the next round.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You know, I think most of the time you see teams forcing on the CT side.
All right, I'm going to put my captain's hat on, and I'm going to start calling better second round forces.
You just need a few ideas, just for round openers, really.
I've got plenty of ideas. No one's saying they're good ones, but I have plenty.
It all starts with an idea isn't good or bad until it's the result.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just an idea.
But there is no worse feeling than like making the first call, it goes disastrously, and then you just don't have a conviction to call again.
Yes,
that's real. That's real. It's like, and everyone trusts you for the first call. You know, everyone like does what you said perfectly, and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
and
but you get back on the horse. You shouldn't let it go. You
know what? I need to stop saying. I've said it a couple of times. I've caught myself recently and go, I'll sometimes say, "Oh, that was a terrible call. I'll stop calling. Sorry."
No, you shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't do that.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It just comes out of my mouth.
Why would you say? Yeah, unless there's someone that's an authority figure there who should be calling over
Typically, it's like I'm herding cats.
Yeah, but then if there's no authority figure, then
I'm just doing.
Someone's got to take the.
Someone's got to say something.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. Okay, well, G2 looking good to convert this one. First 2 kills go in their favor. QB and JDC down. It's just going to be Hyped, Crimbo, and Tabson. There's a thread on HOTU right now.
What are they saying?
It says Sponge, come here.
Okay.
So I have come.
Yeah.
And I'm also
and you're also on the thread.
It says, When was the last time you told Machine, in quotes?
In quotes.
Thank you, brother. I love you as a friend and a colleague. I am lucky to have you in my life. It's important to share our feelings with people we love and admire.
Oh.
It's a nice message.
That's a lovely message.
It's a lovely message.
And can you give me the HLTV user's name? Do they have a good nickname?
It is by a Finnish user who does involve me in conversations quite frequently.
Okay.
Kuvola
Yo,
_ Donna 24.
Shout out to Kuvola Donna, man. He's looking out for me. Appreciate you.
Then people go on to say, Sponge, when was the last time you hit the sad trombone on the soundboard? Which they would have heard if they were there.
They would have heard plenty of those, actually.
Someone says, I thought Sponge had relations with that Observer guy.
Oh, Rush, your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, they do. They hit a rough patch. Right about the time Rush got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really slowed you down. It really slowed you down.
And apparently, Control-Alt Alexi Bob said that he asked me.
Yeah.
And I said 3 days ago, respectfully.
Okay.
So that's where we're at.
Nice.
But
and what's your alt account on HLTV called?
I legitimately don't have an alt. People think I do.
Lots of people do.
I definitely don't.
Okay.
I just Jnups. That's me.
Jnups is Sponge. Let's go though as we start with our first gun. Bomb goes B.
Yeah, long pressure there. Corner smoke and flashes. So that's going to keep them busy. That if they pop now, the rotation is miles away.
Yeah, this is the play. Here they come. Oh my God! Stop cycling through your nades, Hades. Give them the flash. Pop. Good. JDC blind. They swing through. Second is good too. Where's the frag?
Yeah, a little bit disjointed there on the way in, isn't it?
I saw JDC was blind. There was bodies to swing. No one did. He gets away with a triple kill in defense. And now it's Taz and Snacks with 6 points of health. The old boys.
Imagine.
Not like decrepit old, but like old for Counter-Strike standards.
Imagine if they're not going to. But
well, what about the Taz 2 HP 1v3?
It would be epic. Oh, nice shot there from Hyped. We'll delete Taz back a plat, and first rifle round goes to Big. So there you go. The Germans are on the board. Off gets Jungs.
I struggled to understand why JDC didn't, or how he had such a good time there. Because we saw him get blind, and then another one blinded him. Yeah, okay, so Malbs was just distracted by the site player. That's all.
And
spacing was off.
It just didn't feel like it had the full conviction there. And when you lose Heavy God, Hades, and of course Malbs is your first three, you're in an awful lot of trouble. But there's enough for a buy. Now we see the AWP out for Hades. Posted up for a deep pick, and they're going to smoke and play. Malbs out long, so trying to facilitate the star. He's going to apply pressure early.
Yeah, let's see what Malbs can get done. QB responsible for the long side. Two holding doors. That's the fight from Tabson. Removes Snacks. Maintains short control for the CT side. It is going to be a full commit long, or at least that's what it's postured to look like.
Now, do you stall them out? Do you just keep the smokes coming, right? Are you just going to... Oh. Okay. Well, QB plays ahead.
He gives it to them.
Yeah, I guess wanted to play for that info with the number advantage. And look at the barrage of nades on the cross. That stalled them.
Yeah, more flashes where that came from as well. Hype's got one cocked and ready. JDC will call for it. He wants to push. Swings on through ramp, and behind the smoke, the whole team flares. Spams away. Down, though, to Heavy God. Traded out in a 3v3. He'll flash for the ramp fight. Throws it out. And a smoke to replenish on the cross. It is going to be Gandalf on sight. Good find from Hype's AWP as well. Takes the moment. Seizes the day. And it looks like Big could have their second round. Heavy God can disrupt, though. Oh, so much info. We saw the other player on CT as well, so now he knows where all three are. Hades removes the first. Mantles up, a missed shot from Hype. Gets stressful now, and that's the angle. The reposition from Heavy God was inspired. Hyped. Oh, they know what's up. Beautiful round out of Heavy God. His first three contributions, and it's round defining.
Damn, statues on the side there. They get found and they crumble big. I was most impressed that we didn't see a team flash in that round, right? JDC getting to actually clear the ramp. You had the Malbs getting team flashed on B the round before. You had the QB team flash situation. I was like, all right, this time we don't have a team flash scenario, but no. It doesn't matter. Heavy God with the info, able to relay that to Hades, and they piece this one together beautifully.
I love just seeing players, he's not overwhelmed by this pressure to plant. He knows he's got time, and he just plays the round out. Repositions to catch Hyped as he knows the likely reaction of the AWPer is to aggress. Concerned about his vulnerability ramp.
Okay, well, this isn't a force buy. It's a scout and some pistols with a little bit of U2 to work with. A heavy lean towards A. Currently nobody home at the B side of the map. It is just Hype who could transition there from B Hill.
Oh, so this one should be, yeah.
Yeah, this should be another one of these rounds where you won't be expecting too much to come. It's a gamble. You go, okay, if they come A, we're going to have bodies here. Hype would have to go bananas with this. He's rotated in time, so we'll give him what he's worth.
Door smoke, tag onto MongolZ. Hype, scout tagged as well back. Hades responds with a zoom banger. Job's done. Round 1.
So now it's exits available, right? Are we able to get an AK?
Just swarm tons or go small?
Yeah, just group up. Anything. The round's over. So we'll call it 5-1. G2, imagine they're in the playoffs with Taz. What would that say about Counter-Strike? That Taz is the GOAT?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only possible conclusion.
Because I don't think we use the term GOAT enough, so I think we should just start.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we need to call him a legendary GOAT.
He could be like the legendary stand-in coach GOAT, because you would need to because there's obviously legendary stand-ins, but you need to say coach.
Yeah, legendary coach stand-in GOAT.
Here's what I want. Here's a piece. Someone goes and gets all the coach stand-in moments from history.
I think the Yanko 2K Deagle on Mirage.
Okay.
Got to be in there.
Goes and gets all the coach stand-ins over history.
Yeah.
And creates a list, like ranks them. The top 20 coach stand-in moments in Counter-Strike history.
Taz Glock double kill in connector.
I didn't necessarily mean, I meant like contextually within the tournament.
Yeah.
You know, like, and Zonic, he got them the one win that got them to the playoffs, so Dupree was healthy enough to get back in the server.
That was a big one. That was a big one.
Was that a real one?
That was a real one.
Okay.
No, you're not making that up. That was a Cologne. Dupree had to get his appendix out.
Okay.
Mid-tournament.
Okay.
Zonic stood in, got him to the playoffs, then Dupree came back.
Okay, so yeah, so someone could go through and do all of those. Especially has to be coaches.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be, it can't be Cato. Astralis never won Cato.
No. It wasn't Cologne also who eluded them for a while.
But yeah, I think it has to be coaches. If we're in just stand-in territory, then you've got your Chromans, you got your Exist, you got your JKSs, right? There's a lot of stand-in scenarios out there that to fill that too.
The coach stand-ins, very specific.
Yeah, exactly. And there would be 20, because we've had a lot of issues over the years.
Yeah, we always
Some
do.
would be like, and the coach stood in as they got 2-0'd. But regardless, it would still be a fun little piece. Is the boost for Hades posted up in middle? Orb v Orb. Hyped has his as well, but starting towards A. So quickly in through lower tunnels. No secret. Taz leading the charge. You can tell how locked in he is. The thing about competitors, mate, you're always going to bring your absolute best to the server when you get an opportunity like this.
100%. I mean, make no mistake. It's not like he was like, oh, I'm bored of playing Counter-Strike. I'm going to be a coach. That wasn't the decision tree. The decision tree was, okay, all these 16-year-olds are really quite good at the game now, and I've got other priorities in my life. I can't dedicate 5 hours a day minimum to playing this video game anymore.
Head of the molly, out long and short simultaneously. A under pressure.
Oh, spotted him.
Out.
Yeah, Tapson gets the info, though. He knows there's a T slipping the net. Whoa. Good work from MongolZ. Oh, okay. That is the game we're looking for. That is the game from MongolZ. We need to see if G2 are to make those playoffs, Chad. It has to be more like that. 9-2 from MongolZ, but that double entry seals the 6th.
All right, it's not Dr. Robotnik today. It's the lobotomist in the server.
Lovely. Got to go fast. Wait, no, Robotnik's not Sonic.
No, it is. He also has another name.
Eggman.
Yeah, he has two names.
Oh, yeah.
But I emphasize the bot part.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with a Borg, such as Rene Borg.
Star player, of course, of Falcons.
Falcons, yeah.
MongolZ's not going to clear his corners, but he doesn't need to. He's won the round. Crimbo wanting to retain this AK-47. Bomb going to go off, and this is a 6-1 start for Big.
They really want
against
JDC.
Big, excuse me.
They really want him. And they might not get him because he's holding fast for 2. Okay. Heavy God gets him.
This is... Okay. I just want other Counter-Strike pundits of the world.
Yeah.
Maybe ex-pros or anybody who's doing this gig right now. If you're listening, am I crazy for thinking it's embarrassing for a team, like full rosters like an M80 or a Big, to lose to G2? Now, again, I am definitely crediting Taz for everything that he has done in his career as a Counter-Strike player.
Yes.
I used to watch him in 1.6. I played against him in early CSGO. I know how good he is. He's won a major. He's one of the Polish legends of the game. he isn't actively a pro.
Hype's dead.
Oh, Tabs is dead.
Tabs is dead. His stepping stool got swept from underneath him.
Oh, you're dead.
It's just not a comfortable position, is it?
Oh, gets a
Yeah,
tag.
tags him.
Needs a few more of those, though, doesn't he?
Hot.
Yeah, you got the pot noodles at the... Oh, there's another kill. There's a flank for a frag. JDC onto Malbs.
Yoink.
And save again.
Save. Is Crimbo one of the better nicknames of the modern day? Yes. Yes, it is.
Who are you comparing that to?
I'm just, of all the nicknames of newer players under the age of 21.
Players under the age of 21.
Who has the coolest nickname? Obviously, Donk is a pretty good one.
I like Mazinho.
Mazinho is good. I just get confused because sometimes it's like the Brazilians, people say like Mzinho.
Yeah.
And that's just too much for me.
I reckon...
Yes, I am a bit special, Chad.
We need to get more barbs in your brain so those barbs don't affect you so much.
No, it's just because my whole job is saying players' names.
I know.
So when lots of people say it different ways, I get stressed about saying it correctly.
I think you're always correct.
Well, that's just your opinion. Don't get me started on FURIA.
Yeah, well, there you go. So
you see,
are you Brazilian or not?
I don't know. I'm not.
Zawu?
I'll say it like an English person would.
Jabby.
I'm English. If you want it to be said like you say it in your home country, watch your home country stream.
Harry Potter book? He's reading them like a Harry Potter book?
Yeah, we're talking Philosopher's Stone as well. None of that
That's
half-blood
controversial.
Oh, what do you think about me doing the sound effect over the sound effect? That was a new layer we've added.
Ah, yes, indeed.
I've been doing the clapping with the claps.
I think they want to pop B, Alex.
I think you're right, and I also think that it's a lot of pressure onto Crimbo, which he has a cool name.
He only has an incendiary. He doesn't have a smoke. Right now, JDC's hedging back over. JDC has a smoke. Does he throw it now? Ooh. Spotted.
Okay, well, he's definitely got the info, so backup's arriving.
They're coming? They're cancelling. They're cancelling. They needed to cancel this.
Yeah, okay.
So Lurk Smoke drops.
Oh, mate,
you have time to reset the round. It's not over just yet.
I just like the way Crimbo reacts. Like, that is the de facto response to a Lurk Smoke as you get on that tight corner and catch them if they were trying to edge out.
I even would like to point out what he did before that. As the smoke was about to fade, spammed, 7 to 10 bullets in case they were going to pop, and then transition position to catch them if that was the case. It's the devil being in the details. As another smoke drops towards long, now time is an issue for G2. This one could simmer out against them. If they go late long, they're going to have to check the reverse side for QB, and Tabson is here to assist. So this could be a blender.
See if it's going to be a smooth round for QB. Not my best work. That is, though, from Crimbo. Gets his aggressive push pay off. Catches Hades mantling up on the Xbox, and it's just Big Clan.
No chance.
Everyone wins their duels. Hype, can you finish it clean? Can you finish it clean? He can. Knocks the kneecaps off of Snacks, and as we know, an elderly gentleman, the knees get weak.
Yeah, okay, well...
Arms get heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
That one there, all in for the B play, get forced towards long, go long, get smoked, then have to turn it into a split, even using multiple points of elevation there. So QB does very well to get that double. Beautiful work to him.
Yeah, and obviously on the surface, he did look calm and ready to drop the bomb. 7-2. Scoreline on this T side. G2 are actually beating big with a coach.
Oof.
A manager.
I think that if... That's JDC secondary helping as well, though, just to quickly note.
That works.
If Big gets 7-5, I'm still backing him to win this match.
Sure, 100%. Do you think it would be easier to do T-side calls with the stand-in as opposed to covering CT gaps?
I think we've already seen G2 understand on their CT deficiencies, having to do all-ins.
Yeah, right. That's right,
so
we did.
It's just about withstanding the all-ins as the ult rotates towards middle and shuts down another. JDC staying mobile on this secondary AWP.
Ooh, they're coming for you. Yeah, peeking with the
He's pinned.
black smoke of the HE.
Get mollied here.
Wished.
Okay. Well, it is Heavy God, Snacks, and Taz.
JDC got burnt to 1 HP.
Snacks has gotten the AWP. QB may have just heard his footsteps back. Taz, they set up for his execute. They're going to get rumbled here.
Ooh.
The molly hit JDC, okay.
Rumble, old man Rumble. Taz gets JDC. Hyped, gonna hold this cross.
Good flash.
Very good flash. It forces him away, and this is the hard shot to hit. Now the cross has happened. You'll have to play for the retake. Despite your man advantage, you just have to concede the site.
That's bought some time. Well-placed incendiary there. Bomb should get planted by Heavy God now.
QB's going to be that first look off the back of the hyped flash. Let's have a little glance, and ooh, Snacks has hit the AWP shot necessary. Thompson's coming in, 7 bullets remaining and 2 targets. Make it just 1 as it's hyped with a good contribution. Job's done, round 1, and it is both of the AWPs filling the feed as well. JDC starts, hyped will finish with a little help from Tabson.
Yeah, going to be important to get hyped going. He's an impactful player in this big jersey. That right there is miserable for G2 because sure, you're able to get into the site and get the bomb down, and you even get an AWP kill as part of that retake. But you don't have any territory, right? You only got sight and bridge. You don't have CT, you don't have short, you don't have long. So you're boxed in, and that makes the retake nice and easy.
Christopher Allison has just hit me in the DMs.
What's he saying?
He says, Forrest is in Astana. So he was already awake and streaming before the game started.
Oh, no. Huh. Well, we didn't see him. I asked you the question.
Yeah,
you know?
It was my fault, I guess.
Josh Nissan has weighed in on this whole coach situation, but I don't know. He said some very strong words. So, and they were in WhatsApp, so I don't think I will repeat them.
No, there's a rule about that. So you got long. Do we execute the Na'Vi successfully? I'm talking, you know, Seized and Starix and Edward and that lot. Simple, he played as well. Well, you blocked the cross smoke and you've thrown out 1 as well. So you might just have to respect that if you're G2. Pushing through it feels like it's a big ask. Boost, however, is a solution. Grimber once again pushes B carefully. Maintains that info, but will free up JDC to be more of a complementary defender on mid.
Has to go with this next smoke, don't they?
Yep, this is it.
HEs for the cross. They can clear this. There's the first. Still 2 more where that came from. Still 2 more where that came from.
And again. God, they're just catching nades left and right, aren't they? Catching strays. Taps and spams you away. Oh, the spread is brutal for Heavy God. He's got low HP. AWP's posted. So much damage. Big Clan's nades have done so much work to make this 4th round look like a reality. Even swinging through, Heavy God will still catch him despite that low HP. Bomb going down. Oh, Heavy God does contribute too. Still up for debate. JDC coming in from short side. Snacks are left alone. Oh, no, I thought the jump had connected there, but it's JDC just elects to pick up a rifle to finish the job.
Another good retake, and yeah, you bang on. It's all about the utility. So the fact that they cache all those HEs towards spawn, they use them time and time again. Just to make sure that they're harassing on the cross. And they were already light on U2, so limited options. But someone's name that we haven't said for the last couple of rounds, Alex, would be MongolZ. It was like he's cooled a bit. When he was hitting those shots, finding those entries, he was definitely able to get them rounds. But now the Big are happy to give G2 this long control. Because like MongolZ's not getting the fights that he's looking for. Big are back in this. Just a slow start after all. Final round, first half. Out long they go. Oh, corner smoke definitely missed.
Definitely missed. But you're just going to fight instead? Oh, lovely. Dust completely blind. QB finds 2. Taz and MongolZ doing the flashbang dance. And they do get nothing.
Okay, well, this one simmers out. But I think if we return to this being quite a positive comeback for Big, I said if they get 7-5, I still back them to win this map. So they have definitely turned their fate around, and they've started to warm into things, as it is really just going to peter out from this point.
To peter out.
Do you know what a peter out is?
I'm just looking for the origins.
I don't imagine it's spelled like Peter, is it?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. Why do they say peter out? The most likely source is the French word peter, which means to put it delicately, break wind.
I'm reading it right now and it says to become exhausted.
Yeah, but it's about where the word came from, the origin of it.
I see, okay.
Peter out mean.
I feel like those two don't have a strong correlation. Here we go, round and the QB to lock him down at long, trying to come outdoors late, 35 on the clock as Snacks will take him to the grave. Heavy God and Snacks, 2v4 now. Time is their biggest problem, and both players identified. Tabson top side, the support is on the way, and the harassing utility is here to stay. As Tabson gets it across the line with the assistance of JDC, and now we have our halftime break. How many?
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, you're right. I was gonna see. Here we go. How many former G2 players do you think we could name?
Former G2 players.
Because we could go back to like the international roster of G2, which had like Rain and stuff on it, I'm pretty sure.
It did.
So let's see how many we can get.
Okay.
Within this halftime break.
Okay, time starts now. Jax.
Jax is one of them, yes.
Kenny S.
Yes. I'm going to put Rain.
Rain.
I'm going to put Fox.
Did Scream play on that G2? Or did
I think so. Let's put him anyway. Let's put Nico.
Nico, oh, good one.
Was Jacob on there? Let's put Jacob.
Monacy.
Yeah, Monacy was on there. Obviously, we got Nexa.
Nexa, good one.
We've got the 5 in the server right now, so we know who they are, of course. We've got Hooksy.
Hooksy.
We got JKS.
JKS, you
Alexi.
Well. Alexi.
Who else we got?
Who else have we got?
There's obviously lots of names.
There is.
The French team, there was Bobby. Bobby was on there.
Bobby was on there. Shocks.
Shocks was on there.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about that roster. It was Kenny, Shocks.
There's more for the international team. Anyway, we've got a good list of names there. We'll check it out, and we'll do that as the starter game next segment, see how many more there were.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But G2 have had quite a few players through their rosters over the years. Into lower tunnels for the fight is Hades. Stacks pushing into this, and a click into Tabson's head to kick things off.
Gonna get another one as well. I can feel it. I can feel it. A little back. Ah, JDC's having none of that. Quick headshot from the Glock into the B site. Taz is going to have to concede this space. Yeah, he's in two minds. You know, play retake.
Hades fast flank.
Oh, it's fast as hell. They're not ready for this at this point. At this moment, they are not prepared for that tunnel's walk. He can get a jump scare on one of them. That's now revealed. Doesn't hit the instant headshot, but Malbs does to chip in. JDC goes down, and it's all on to Hades. Can't track him. The Glock's too brutal. Despite Snacks' opening contribution, they concede the pistol, and the gap is closing. A one-round game now. Uncomfortable territory for G2. Their early, strong start starts to wane.
Well, if this is a full eco...
Amanek.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was going to say, if this is a full eco, we'll add names to the list.
I forgot about Amanek. That's such disrespect. The Amanek 10. I'll never forget.
Okay, they forced. There you go. There's more proof in the pudding of the CT side forces.
Yeah, this is good.
Double scout. Here's the plan with a play like this. You're hoping to set the scout up on as many angles to get tags against the rifles that the pistols can finish off. So, Heavy got with the Deagle. One for Malbs as well. Taz with the 5-7. Scout for Hades and Snacks. Out long are big. No resistance found whatsoever. A very heavy cluster of players for G2 towards middle. A couple short, one middle, and one over towards Goose as a mid-door smoke will land. They always got something cheeky, don't they, Big? Here they come. Acceleration. Snacks on notice.
Three actually doesn't go too shabby for them to at least defend this A site a bit more. Doubling up on Gandalf with a molly down with the smoke.
Beautiful.
Perfectly timed.
Man advantage.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this is getting uncomfortable, especially with Hyped on 38B. Smoke short, but Gandalf can push you. You dare start plant.
I feel like they're going to clear them, but they're so low, that's going to be their death.
Oh, this is crazy. Hyped.
Wow, this is wild.
Oh my God, only the one.
Instant.
Necessary from Heavy God there. Hits the head as well, just a bit of overkill. And JDC gets chipped away. That's why you hit him with the second round 4CB. Whew. They leave with the round, they leave with 2 rifles, and they get that 2-round gap growing.
Okay, that's the first round in quite a few that we've seen G2 be able to pick up. It was quite a spread from Big. Winning a lot of rounds to close out their CT half. It was 4 consecutive. Then the 5th straight would be the T-side pistol, but then to lose the force, it feels like it's a type of round that you shouldn't be losing. It just so much pace behind it. You don't normally see teams go with that level of... There's a... what is it? It's a word with F.
Fervor?
Fervor. Yes, that was the word I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
It eluded me. I don't even know the definition of fervor.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up. But now Big to force buy back. There's your mid-door smoke, as they're going to have 3 players in through upper tunnels. That's perfectly on the tippy top to spread over.
Further is like, let's see if I can kind of try and define it. What would be, how would you define further? Like an acolyte has fervor for their religion. You know?
So it says with an intense or passionate feeling.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. You could just do crisscross smokes into a B split right now.
Yeah, all right. Bloody hindsight Andy over here with the mini-map up.
Like, pushback short, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
Right, but the reason I say this is because of the type of buy. Right, like crisscross smokes in the type of buy, because if you can get out the mid doors, you can go for closer pathing. I think it would be a good round to run.
I mean, they've thrown the first. They've thrown Chris.
Well, where's Cross?
Cross ain't coming.
Okay, well, they've actually hedged a 3rd man on the B side. Malb's in the right place.
Yeah, this is actually going to be a perfectly
peak.
Chris two. Just, okay. Head honcho, head hunting. Malbs with 3. Put down by a hype dig, but the damage is done. Still echoing through this server as with 30 seconds left. You're going to go searching. Hades. Ooh, down to the dig of hype. Is he making a round out of this? With no bomb, it seems highly unlikely he gets anything more. Yeah, he's going to be put to bed by Heavy God.
Tucked in tight.
Scrap.
Okay, well, that one right there for Heavy God is a nice little meal.
I think that double from Malbs, I was reminiscent.
Accidental double.
It was reminiscent of the Tessus double on brackets, where he just did like a little...
yes, yes. There was also the ROPS Tech 9 round that was like, I think it was that in the Melbourne final? That he got it from Squeaky Door. I don't think we had it on... Rush was probably observing, so he probably missed it.
You are such a little bitch.
But Rob's got this like crazy double up that was an accidental onto Monacy and someone else pushing lobby. I think it could be Tessa.
Actually rings a bell. Yeah, I've seen it. I think Reddit had a flip up.
Oh, it might have been Kicks and not Tessa. Here we go. Eco, Malbs is going to chew down on 2.
No.
Do you think you would target B knowing that it's Snacks, or double nade for Snacks? Snacks and Taz there?
You know, I probably would have a conversation about that. Or at least just trying to start my T side with that. Try and force him to overcompensate for the weakness.
Okay, well, Big, you were on the comeback trail. Now I feel that you've dropped the ball.
The ball has been dropped.
Right, like you can still pick it up.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
It's not like
it's on the floor.
You didn't just do like bake a delicious dish and you drop that all over the floor. You're not picking that up.
No.
But this is a ball that can be picked up.
Not like a kind of a Kevin Chili situation. Any US Office fans?
It's ran through the long doors, so Heavy got put on notice quite early towards A. It is tough when you have your 3 best players as your A defenders.
It does. It certainly encourages and incentivizes your opponent to go anywhere else.
It also makes it so that you, on A, feel like you have to do a little bit more, over-rotate, go for a certain fight that maybe you wouldn't want to. But let's see. As we touched upon, Taz has been holding his own.
Ooh, well played. Well placed. HE there. Malbs picks up a second one.
So single-handedly denying any of this short progress. A deep nade.
Could be good.
Light lick damage there onto Tabson.
At least their M4s can one-bang him. Same for JDC.
So what's the call, Big? You got 50 seconds. Your util is the issue. Smoke and flashes. Could just do the standard A wall. Helps.
Short util. But is it commitment, or is there something more? Pushing out.
Heard that.
Oh, still hits his headshot as, they will continue to ramp towards
Taz
this B site. Taz does need that multi-kill. QB completely overlooks him, takes his while to get the finish. Oh, dink! Insufficient. Snacks got brought down by Crimbo in unison, so they will manage to get that bomb down on B. It's Hades and Heavy God with an awful lot to do.
I'm going to say it, Alex.
Yeah?
It should be the save. I know that you want to try and win every round that's possible, and a 2v3 retake of the B site feels potentially doable for these two, but you're still going to have to play the long game about it. Malb's getting nothing, right? He hears the step coming up mid doors, peers into the fight, gets removed. You need him to get one to slow the mid to B. Taz did his job, one and a dink. Snacks under pressure goes down without anything, and the side's given up. So 10-7 now is big in a laboured look on Dust2. We'll grab another round after the force by loss. So not the end of the world. They are picking back up that ball. Now, how far can they run with it?
It's under their arm. See how far they push this thing on our first map of this elimination series. A win versus Aurora. Expectations were set quite high after that from Big Clan and have since not been able to post another victory. Either side of the court, you've got G2, who did surprise us all by managing to pick themselves up a win. With Taz on the roster. Taz and Snacks tested. Let's see how they handle this. Smoke, Hype's trying to be in front of that, but respects it. Oh, Taz has no idea just how close he came to an all-on collision with 5 Germans.
Do they stick to their guns? It looks like they're setting up to throw through a wave. Oh, dear.
Oh, yes, indeed. Taz 1.5.
That's not enough.
Maybe Snacks could do something with this. Swings out, collects a headshot. Yeah, he's light on ammo though. He's got a single bullet. What's he supposed to do? Reloading the smoke instead. Okay, 2v4. They've done enough. Rotation comes through. Malb's in the feed. Oh, Snacks. He's given it to Hyped. Thought he was going to try and delay. Instead, it doesn't hide in the smoke. Goes looking, and Hyped hits a quick one. Ladies, throw an incendiary that.
Heavy God needs to play. Heavy God has to play.
And play he shall. Crouch walks in. Hype's elected to opt for an M4 to defend on this post plant. Oh, didn't see him. That smoke is covering him. Not going to react though. Crimbo didn't hear that silence bullet, and Hades hits the shot. Retake complete.
The silent shot coming through, I know it's suppressed, but still, okay. That was a little bit awkward there from both teams. Snacks, you can't really fault him because he's stuck in the site. It's hard to really criticize what moves he goes for in that moment. The fact he gets the smoke down, it creates that ambiguity anyway.
Yeah.
But right there, this one, okay, so there was a clear. We still get the smoke icon, but the clear right there was huge. So Malbs chips in. He helps out this B defense an awful lot. And then 2 players not looking at either of them there. So it's just a really bad post plant there from Big.
Holy moly. Okay, well, they can't lose this one. Chad, I'll say it that much. Hype's going to be jump spotting for the lower push. No one's going aggressive at G2. They are, however, maintaining that long fight. A little bit of a flirt for info from the short side. It's Malbs active on short. Okay, so now they're going to threaten B with 2 players. Like I thought maybe a lurk smoke and then finish late long pop. Or
I don't know. I think that you probably feel that you should have won that round.
Yeah, 100% you should.
But you get it into a 2v2 and you're looking the wrong way. So I think that you probably still want to try and target B as the weakness. But you need to at least posture to make this feel like it is something else. So Taz just playing the block on B. Hades has a choice to make when that mid to B smoke comes in. But it's not your primary AWPer on A with the big green. It is Snacks. So he will be asked to hit some shots if it is an A execute. Long util thrown, and Snacks completely blind takes down QB.
Yeah, Diddle. Now they know that there's a second AWP in the mix, and it is long. Will Malbs be overlooked here?
Well, bomb's committing A, but they got to kill out mid.
Draw fire, do more than draw fire. He gets another kill onto JDC.
Take the bomb out of there.
Spots them, deletes them. Bomb now on the floor. Crimbo down as Malbs is round as well. Snacks and Malbs defend the A site valiantly. It's 2 kills each. And Hype just wondering where his teammates have all gotten off to.
They get a kill out mid on Hades, and they know that Snacks was over towards long with the AWP. Snacks is traditionally a B holder. You killed Hades, so you know that it's likely only Taz on the B site.
Right. And yet we commit A.
And like the bomb could have gone back. I think there was like 37 seconds. Maybe didn't feel that they could actually transition back.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this is going to be big. 1 round away from losing the map.
Look at their funds,
to G2 with a stand-in.
Oi. Oiski. What are you supposed to do with this? It's going to be Tech 9s or Scouts?
This is G2's pick. Sure, we have Mirage up next, but it really begs belief that you're getting this much output. And if I'm going to be honest, I think it speaks to more about Big, really.
That's fair.
This is a bad look, and for M80, bad look for them as well. All right, potentially the final round of regulation. Map number 1, elimination series. One of these two will lose their life at the end of this. Xbox smoke and door smoke, double trouble.
Right mid. Malbs ain't playing scared. He ain't playing scared. He's actually going to swing for more. The flash is good. And the destruction of Malbs gets a 3K, 4 available. Finishes it off with a USP. Thank you very much. Round and map over.
I know where he is. Malbs wants the ace. He wants to finish this one off in style.
25 frags and counting. He's definitely delivered. We said we'd have our eyes on him. Not choosing the right corner in the 50-50. But he's going to go down to Heavy God with his back turn. G2 take their map pick. 13-7. Taz in the ranks, defending his B site valiantly with Snax and a solid output from their star rifle. Malbs is in the server today.
Yeah, 8 multi-kills for Malbs in that one. He was 6 in 2 in opening duels, so a huge amount of impact from him in this series. And then you have Heavy God getting to be so cheeky in the side or the back or around util unless it's full executes. And players now are so good of, oh, how many players were spotted mid on the CT side? All right, let's lurk out Palace now. Let's isolate that duel. But bigger in the dumps. And I'd say mentally, that's right now their biggest issue. They can't be happy with dropping a map to G2 with a coach. That's just the fact of the matter, the state of the nation. And let's get this one underway. G2 on the defense. Big on the attack. Their map choice. G2 starting with 2 players over towards B, 2 on A, and it's just a flat-out B rush. Oh, no, okay. Knows the perfect point in which the sound cues can be stopped as JDC parks himself over towards the kitchen. Utah being lined up from Tabs and looking for the pixels as Smoke and Flash at the ready. Crimbo with a molly, and he's faking A right now. Oh, he's starting to rotate. Have you got moved?
He gets in and escorted out. Snax tracks the first, hard to get the second. Heavy God chips in. Snax forced back onto his reload bench. Tabson looks like he's done enough to get them both here. The backup arrives though, and Malbs and Taz are forcing them back.
Careful now,
Snax
Taz.
lives on. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't need to overextend. You've got the man advantage. You play on that site. You swing out. You get your headshot. Snax with a second. Oh, it's all him, baby, to finish off the job. Double kill on the pistol.
The terrifying Tasman responds in time, gets over towards B and locks things down. They got awkward there for a moment for Heavy God and Snax. They did great on the openings to give them the advantage, but both of them getting stuck at bench felt a little bit awkward. So we're maybe just crowding each other on home plate here for a moment, but regardless, job done. Pistol round 1, and as far as the series is concerned, 2 out of the 3 in favor for G2. That's the start that they're looking for. Bomb not going down means the likelihood of a force very limited now. Oh, but they will. Okay, Big. This hole can get very deep very quickly. Looks like they want to try and pressure B again. Tabson with the bomb on his back is selling a little something of a default spread. They did a window smoke, a top cat smoke, and just some util in mid to make it look like a standard approach.
You line up a con smoke?
I guess if they have one player. Well, they had JDC in underpass, but he's dead, and you can see him there in the cam. Head tilt straight back. Malbs found you. Another Malbs opener.
Snax got a very well drilled jump spot here. There's that hyped smoke.
Taz is a defensive. Sorry, Snax is a defensive on a drop. Here it comes.
Throws it and tucks back. Oh, good.
Oh,
it didn't finish off Tabson.
Oh, no.
Yeah, finishes off the job, but this is looking all right for Big. If they can just get Snax, which they are hunting for. There's the backup. Hades chips in. Snax dancing around, returns to his smoke. Dips into it as they just double push. Love that. Not playing too scared.
Okay. And they weather the force. That is a pathetic force. They only killed Taz. The bomb doesn't go down again. It should be 3-0 now because it will have to be the eco from Big. What is going on, lads?
I'm baffled. Bewildered.
Yeah, but I'm on the hype train. I'm on the bandwagon.
Yeah, let's go.
Gusto to G2.
Eco for Big Clown.
So they are just plugging Taz into Hunter's positions. I thought they might try and rejig. So Heavy God will anchor A.
I mean, don't forget you've also got kind of Hades that has to fit into this whole conundrum.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
it's much easier for an AWPer because you're replacing an AWPer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right,
that's
but
fair.
like when you're replacing, so Hunter is, you know, plays some key positions. Like playing short on Mirage, I don't envy Taz having to do that, especially against top teams. So this shouldn't be too easy for him. And then that means that the B bomb site is Snacks and Taz, right?
Yeah,
so well, we know we've said it all week. The power of friendship has really been getting G2 across the line. Think about how many officials Taz has played so far. They've played 3 maps in every series as well.
Yeah, he's getting the reps in.
He's definitely getting that. He's going to feel major ready.
Let's hope Hunter's got his visa sorted.
They have legitimately played 3 maps. They took a map off MIBR, a map off ODDIK, and they remember they should have beaten MIBR and Nuke. It was 10-2 first half.
Yeah, kind of let that one slip.
And then 2-1 over M80. I still cannot believe they beat M80.
Yeah, that's crazy. Heavy Gods had no issues with this eco, though. They did get 1 Constellation frag, but nowhere close to a bomb plant. Preserving the M4 and moving into the gun round.
All right, well, this one has energy to it, and that's what gets everybody going on their Tuesday. Oh, Taz praying right there. Okay, well, it's not the power of friendship, it's the power of Christ. As let's see if we're going to be saying, Jesus Christ, did this result from Big at the end of this one. So guns are out. Come on, Big.
What's the call? What's the call? What are we doing here? Oh. They had a whole play. They were doing the Vitality smoke break for Zywoo. But it didn't work out. Zywoo got owned. Oh. That's not... Well, it gets worse, actually. Yep.
They're not even going to get a single kill.
Their first gunning.
What is going on, Dan?
Tazo, he's absolutely done it. Oh, can you believe it?
They don't have the bread. They don't have the lettuce. They definitely don't have the burger patty, Dan.
Ooh, nice. Burger in a bread slice. That's kind of nice, actually.
Well,
yeah, like a kind of beef
bun,
sandwich.
A burger bun is bread.
It's not a slice, is it?
But I said they'd have the bread.
The bread, I just
bread
visualized.
element.
Sorry, I visualized the slice.
You were thinking white sandwich.
Yeah, I was thinking like a little Hovis, a little Warburtons. A little other bread brand.
This doesn't feel real.
That round doesn't feel real.
Have we gone to the Twilight Zone?
Oh, I think we might have.
What is happening?
I can't quite believe how poorly that went for poor old Hyped. It was
Everything
comical.
went
It looked
badly.
so comical from Tabson's POV as well. Like you could see the play being set up.
I saw him.
Oh, it's a bad smoke then.
Well, then it's not.
It's a bad smoke.
Yeah.
That's it.
The AWP shouldn't be able to.
No. The whole idea is he can't see anything, and then you break the smoke and. Oh, let's go indeed.
All right, partial. Max loss bonus in play. Next round they'll be able to buy. Back to their old stomping grounds of the B bomb side, apparently. Snacks with the jump spot. Taz over towards Cat. They will have a quick rotation point available of Malbs. So this is one of those rounds, see where they're hedging, right? So they're starting Malbs over towards the vent room. He will be able to get to short to help relatively quickly, but it means that Snacks needs to delay, and between Taz and Snacks, they need at least 1 kill.
Yeah.
So they're set up, ready for this. Here we go.
Deep smoke. That might not be the play. Oh.
Good nade.
Yeah,
Great nade.
They're coming. He does slow him down, and he gets his. Snacks delivers. Quick one onto Taz, though.
There's Malbs.
Snacks trying to get away, but JDC chases him down, and Malbs is behind
Played
the
back
smoke.
through window. Okay. Tough retake now.
Very tough, even though it is against the pistols. Oh, missed the AWP shot. That really comes down to haunt him. Hades needs to pick up the rifle and get to work. Heavy God gets the job done. It is all onto JDC, and he's got the angle for the one tap. Looks like it's his round after all. 2 kills deep. JDC to put something on the board for Big Clan. Hides out behind that smoke. It's a valuable asset. Heavy God, though, walking up on him. He has no idea where he's coming from. Heavy God hears the sound. JDC just needs the bullet, gets the job done. JDC is the reason Big Clan have a round.
Oh, okay. A bit of a mountain goat there, wasn't he, on the top of that bench, getting the little cusp over the top to get that kill and set himself up for the 1v1. Very well handled there from JDC. And that is going to be on just a lighter half by investment. So chases down Snacks there with a leap of faith. That smoke. If Hades gets the kill on the player crossing bench, then I think they probably win that round, but still having to buy back into it. Taz doesn't get the kill. Snacks does. Snacks doesn't play the site because he doesn't drop a segregation smoke. He drops one to block the choke point, and yeah, it was a little bit too late on the timing. Wasn't to know. And now into the gun rounds again are big. Taz brings out the AUG.
Taz might be set for this fight, you know, on bench. Oh.
Okay. Well, the jump gives away JDC's position and more nade damage, but ever so lightly. Under 68. Hades parked in the vent. A lot of pressure felt now on this A defender of Heavy God. You can see on the radar deciding to play Ticket. He'll have a setup available with Malbs, who's now just gone and tucked in towards window. So it's a retake A setup. Bomb scooped up to make it 3 ramp, 1 palace, 1 mid lurk. G2 are stacking B. This will be a tough defense.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy at all. Heavy God does throw a decent lick at HE. Very nice damage. All the way from CT. So you got that man advantage, G2. You have deliberately played retake on this A site. So your plan so far hasn't been foiled.
And another kill.
They've even picked off Crimbo before the bomb went down. Do you overlook the close position? Yes, you do. Heavy God swings out. 1.5. Taz will finish. And it's only hyped in a 1 versus 3. Spotted on the cross, and down he goes. He spotted him. Couldn't hit the shot onto Malbs quick enough.
I love that nade from Heavy God.
Yeah, I really like that.
Better times. You know, a lot of conviction behind it. The run, the jump, the throw, the in the face. Slows down the 3 players coming through the ramp. And then they are able to catch the lurks with ease. So this is Hades again, just over the smokes. Hades is doing a great job at finding those frags. Feel that Taz probably good for the double there, but it's Malbs to finish things off. And wow, they lose to a lighter buy, but when the guns come out, G2 looking hot to trot. QB, what's going on, Chief? Oh, look how late this buy is. This is chaos.
Yeah, they're not feeling themselves.
Very late out of spawn before anything's happened. So window smoke, top cat smoke. There's going to be a second wave as the util was juggled. Again, max loss bonus going into the next to help them out. So they have been able to have an AK, some pistol upgrades, some util. So being quite tricky with it are big.
Currently, your A defenders are preoccupied with a bit of a connector fight.
Yeah, and they're out of position last round to some extent. It didn't seem to cost them. Let's see if it does this time round. Heavy God, careful now, son.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot to deal with.
How many gaps are there on the map? Apparently everything's a hole right now.
Yep, they're absolutely in. They'll get this stuff for free. Flash for the jungle cross. Bomb. Ooh, bit of team flash. Yeah, Tabson doesn't get across. Oh, the flashes have done enough.
Team flash to get
Tabson needs to get across. Tabson. No, he spots him one out. Knows where you are. With that AWP, he's got Hades in his sights.
It's like a fishing rod.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, 4v4. Planted, hyped, dead. Good catch from Malbs. Oh, and Tabson does go down to Hades after all of that.
Long flank, very late flank from Snacks.
Oh, God, he's going to be coming Palace. And he's walking. I mean, he's got time to do this.
Stroll in the park for...
Feels like Crimbo's dead. Like, guaranteed
I'm worried.
Crimbo is a dead man. Crimbo is a dead man. CT last.
JDC, can he clutch again?
Oh, needs to go on that defuse. Taz is working on it. And now that Tech 9 reveals himself. Taz will swing out. Someone needs to get on that defuse. Taz says, I'll take the fight. You get on it, Snacks. And Taz delivers. Ooh, a little tense there. You can see that could have been a miscomm, could have been a misallocation of your resources. But it comes through for 6.
Okay, touch and go for a moment there, wasn't it? But the amount of team flashes, right, that happened in multiple occasions. The first set, Tabson gets blind. Then in the second set, I think QB gets flashed while trying to cross. So, yeah, just not looking on the same page a big right now. This one is the map choice this time round, and the energy right now in the G2 camp has to be bloody electric. Being able to retake, and they're still hedging towards B. So in 2 rounds, they played a heavier setup to deal with the B exploitation. It's come through on these A plays. Sure, that one was a lighter buy, but they get across the line. Here we go again. Hades this time. Oh, almost caught. Tag through. They're in.
Okay, A's theirs for the taking. Throws out the extinguish, maintains vision. Good one from JDC. That's a big scalp to post. Removes Malb, boosting stairs.
Ooh.
Headshot found on Taz. Understandably not prepared for a boosted angle.
Money's not great for G2.
Yeah, did we talk about the save? Oof, Hades really is going to be interested in saving now. That bullet found him.
They are backing off. They still haven't gotten in and planted the bomb. You can just see Big quite scared to make the next move. They know that every round could go against them, and that just shows the lack of confidence at the moment in their play. Like, they're not even across yet. We can see how clear and easy it would be for them just to convert this round. And finally... Okay, hold up a second. He has a smoke and a kit.
Yeah, is that what he's playing for?
Are we going to have one of these again?
Little techno 4K special.
I don't... Snacks is just going to die. He's not going to get a kill. Oh my god, he is. Okay, back off now. You've lightened the load. Does that keep them, though, planted on the side as if you're coming for it?
Yeah.
Because they haven't confirmed the fact that it's a save just yet.
Like, Snacks was still hanging around Con.
He can't, because open plan.
Here's them leaving.
Yeah, there's just no way. I don't think there's even time. No time. Yeah. Okay, well, give it a go. Careful with the cable there, Alex.
Ooh, good catch.
Okay, well, Hades will save the AWP, and there you go. Big get their second round. So, going to have to work back into this. But this is an elimination game. This is an important match as far as PGL Astana is concerned. One of these two teams will not be getting an opportunity to play a 2-2 game to qualify for the top 8. For G2, I thought it was about buying time for Hunter to get there. Well, it's day 4, and he's still not there. If he's not there by day 5, I guess Taz is all in. And he must be loving it. I bet this is less stressful than having a coach.
Oh, for sure. Because he has some sort of kind of input into the outcome. And I love that we get a G2 timeout, and it is Taz on the mic. You know, he just takes his 30 seconds and fulfills his coaching obligations as well, in addition to filling the shoes of Hunter. Obviously, Monacy departing, how they fielded Hades for the foreseeable. This is going to spill over right now, though, if G2 lose this round. And it will spill over to Big being able to get up to 6-4 at a minimum and potentially tie the half at 6-6. And G2 know that. I think the issue is they haven't got what they wanted. G2 were hoping that they would continue to bully the B site. And G2 have played consecutive rounds now with 3 players starting over towards B. The problem is that puts a lot of pressure on MALBS and Heavy God. And MALBS has struggled to get the opener in the previous. Now he's starting short. He essentially gets, MALBS gets to be the mid-rifler. Yeah,
like he gets to play connector and short player simultaneously because he knows that Snacks isn't going to, Taz isn't going to be able to deliver what he needs. Has the fight coming his way?
Oh, they're getting the B fight now. This is what they've been hedging their bets for. Snacks and Taz to be tested.
Oh, MALBS looking the wrong way. He's left a massive gap.
Yeah, and Snacks might get caught off by this. Crossing to the side now. Loses Taz. Okay, one from MALBS. Yeah, he's made it interesting, especially if he runs down this mid play. Seen the lurk. He isolates the duel, takes the head off of JDC, and now a 2v2 retake. Bomb goes down from Crimbo.
Okay, it's fine to sell his teammates if he gets an ace.
Yes, absolutely.
Just to get the ace.
You going to boost the AWP, or are we just flashing going? We're flashing, we're going. No time for boosts. MALBS going to have to clear this fight. Expect to trade out of hyped. Nice first bullet headshot from
Hades will
Crimbo.
save now. Let's.
Yeah. Yeah, get out of there.
Yeah, the responsibility for mid is completely on MALBS there, and because they have 2 players playing close A ramp and 2 on B, and then he essentially gives up the gap, and then the B side, they're not expecting the scaling up short. They thought they were just going to get to focus fire towards B apartments. Well, they did go and try and hunt Hades down, but couldn't get on the case, as that will now be the 3rd round for Big. So working into this, we know this one is likely to go to 3.
Yeah, despite a strong start from G2, one can expect the signals that 4th that you already prophesized, and then the potential for a 6-6 half.
You do have a Hades saved AWP, so what can you do with that?
That's the next question. One AWP on a CT side.
Starting window.
Okay.
So it should be smoked off, and it is. He's just going to repos right now over towards B.
Sure, makes sense. Stack your pistols on one side, put the AWP on the other.
Hype's already so far up short. They have a lot of control early, knowing the type of buy they're against, so hoping that Hades kind of steps into this. Spotting one on the side, so information for JDC. He's going to try and soften things up with nade. Oh, it's Crimbo. Just peers out Palace. Malb's down.
Handled well.
Messy from both QB and Heavy God, but QB walks away with his life. And they're in towards A. Just one more man to find a Snacks, and then over towards Ticket will be Taz. And then, if you're Tabson, you might want to allow the hunt, right? That you know that Hades saved in the previous, and you've got 5 alive. The bomb's just gone down. You've given yourself 40 seconds, plus 7 once the bomb goes off. So, plenty of time to track this man down, and even more that his position has been noted. Hype will cut him off at the pass, and he's getting fired up. 6-4.
I mean, these are cornered big clan players right now. You know, this is elimination map. If you do not convert, and you're already put in a bit of a pit from a slow start.
The other remedy to G2's issues, instead of playing site-centric and waiting to be dictated to, is maybe a mid-control.
Yeah, for like mid-press.
Yeah, you might let jump out. Oh, they're not going to. But that's what I mean by them being understaffed, right? Normally with that, you're going to be putting 3 to 4 players to fight, and that's with Yuto likely being thrown from A. And it looks like they're just going to go for a standard round here on the CT side. So sprawled into the mid control. Taz starting vent room. Orb on shore.
Yeah, with the Orb helping him out. Doesn't sound too bad. He's pretty set for success, but misses his shot. Tabson punishes.
Taz got one.
Oh, dinked. Crimbo gets away with it.
Yeah, look at this. Last player, they know where he is. Taz slowed them coming up short. This mid collapse has worked out perfectly. Crimbo, low HP, a 1v2.
Yeah, but with the bomb under the CT's feet, I just don't see a world where Crimbo can do anything. Smoke on the bomb, still going to get spammed.
Yeah, Crimbo, for a while, was getting the press, I would say, for being Big's best player, but I don't think he's been living up to that in recent times. Well, here he is. This would be a masterful clutch. Would require precision. And it looks like he's going for smoke and mirrors instead. So smoke on the bomb to sow seeds of doubt. Taz breaks the vent. Heavy God still parked over towards Delpan. The bomb still at his toes. So if Crimbo thought that was going to cover the C4. No, my
Eyes
friend.
on the radar, trying to work it out, realizes it's not good. 15 seconds. Get a kill in the next 5, you're okay.
There it is. Taz, impactful round from him. 7 kills. He has more than Snacks.
He's positive.
Yeah.
He has the highest amount of frags on Big Clan.
Yeah, that's true. At the moment, tied with likes of Tabson, who found the opening here onto Hades, but that wasn't enough. Coming through the smoke. Can't believe Crimbo even gets that one. Poor Snacks there just gets blindsided, and the shadow helps out Taz. And now you've got 7 rounds on the CT half. Can they make it 8 before the break?
Oh, I don't know. That feels like that would be a bit of a nail in the coffin of Big Clan. Large CT side will be demanded of them. We got the shotgun out from Snacks. Love that. They'll take that
we like when Lamparda had it.
Yeah.
On Nuke, though, I think you get a lot more close-range duels. We'll have to see if Snacks traverses the map, how many fights will be favorable for him.
Yeah, that is going to be another question. Okay, mid controls is Big Clans. That's nice.
Looks like they're posturing for an A split right now. So I might see the bomb dip back on JDC. Have the Palace piece of Crimbo ready to activate. So we'll likely wait out that crowd control smoke over towards middle.
Palace collision.
He's pushing into Crimbo.
Yep. And Heavy God will go down.
Yeah, A split now feels like it's softened up and ready to go. But if a player is playing that far forward on A, you should expect there being more as part of that setup. Weird for him to push on his own. Oh.
Lovely util. Malbs is actually... Oh, Malbs gets the triple on Con. Gets horny for more.
Get lost in the sauce.
Swinging into Hype's AWP. But somehow he's one-man armied his way into a winnable round for G2. In fact, it is looking hard to win for Hype.
What's Hype looking at?
I don't know, but the boost and the AUG connect and the AWP goes down. This is a lost round. Big Clan, no hope for Crimbo. And we've got eight rounds for G2. Are they really going to take another series win with Taz standing in?
That Malb's triple. I hope we get that on the replay right there. He just won the round single-handedly, and we know that he's the win condition. He was the factor on Dust2. He replacing the big shoes that Nico left, and it's going to be some time before he's able to fill those with confidence, but massive triple from Malbs.
Polish CS back on the map in a big way here in Astana. A Polish core, besting big names such as M80, Big Clan.
tabseN looks helpless there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks absolutely helpless. It's like a man that's had his soul sucked out.
Yeah, not in a good way either.
I think when you think about tabseN's career, it is going to be that big hater when we talk about this, but it's true. For someone that could have gone international but chose to stay with the flag, it's a miserable end to the career.
We were talking about, G2 players and how many different players there were. I'm sure there was a time when tabseN got the call up.
I think Yanko talks about wanting tabseN to potentially in-game lead phase at a certain point in time, right? So, him choosing to stay German. What a triple. What a triple.
Can I see that one again? We got time?
It's just, okay. Bish bosh bash from Malbsy boy.
Looks like a refrag round.
Imagine if they 2-0 big. Okay, pistol round, G2. You win this pistol, you are in touching distance. You can see exactly where you need to be. Surviving a 2-2 match tomorrow. Flash forward on ramp, big playing for info. They'll get it early. And it tells them nothing. It's like, okay, well, nobody's ramp at the moment. B fake. So maybe that ramp info plus the B fake gets them a little bit skittish, and it has. They've started to rotate away.
Yeah, good shot out of Crimbo's USP, though. He's already delivered a headshot onto Snacks from the short side. And a nasty place for Malbs to find himself in, but, ooh, a chance presented itself, and it's Heavy God with a flying headshot.
On the ladder!
How's he done that? Oh, what? Hyped.
Oh!
Hype just got BS'd.
That's gross.
He gets his first onto Malbs, and you'd think that he'd be able to adjust onto a player stuck on a ladder.
Chibi, you ain't going anywhere, bud.
Yeah.
You ain't going anywhere, Chief.
Oh my God, it's happening. The 9th for G2, a guarantee at this point. QB just accepting his fate at this point. Saving, wait for it, a smoke grenade.
It's not even Kevlar.
Nope, just a smoke. And he's not even going to save it.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Traded.
Traded.
Oh.
Traded.
There it is.
By Heavy God.
Oh,
that's my face when Heavy God flying off a ladder. Mid-air headshots me.
Damn. Okay, well, here it is again. So that's a crispy one. Then on the... yeah.
The fun.
He's on the ladder, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Heavy God. Yeah. Only love at the moment, mate. It is going to be the force buy for Big. Scarf for Hyped. Pistols for Most. MP9 for Crimbo. G2.
Well, that clearly isn't good, is it? I mean...
He's having a game, isn't he? More opening kills. That's going to take him up to his 3rd opening kill. He managed 6 in the last map. He had 7, I think it was 8 multi-kills in the last map as well.
Like, I'm not good at playing jiggle smoke defense, right? My movement's a bit poo. I'll mess it up. I'll die, kind of like tabseN just did there. But I rarely see pros get caught out to that extent where, like, half his body's sticking out and he can just get chased around the corner with no smoke thrown. That feels like an unforced error out of tabseN.
This could be the end of this Big Clan roster.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just because they're losing to this team. They also aren't in the major.
Yeah.
So if you are going to look to make some roster changes, now would be the time.
Okay, I've got an idea.
But you were just in a grand final. I know it was a tier 2 event, literally categorized as a tier 2 event by Valve rankings.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I think it's time we bring Searson back.
Get him back?
Yeah, I think that's what they're missing.
That's what they're missing.
At least they'd do all right in some online cups and stuff.
This is
what about
good.
Rigon as well? He speaks German.
Yeah, that experiment didn't work either. So it's like, where do you even go? And Crimbo also, I think he had some interest at a certain point from Vitality.
And I can't even say Sin and Slacks because they lost to G2 too.
To be fair, oh mate, I'm not even going to start with it.
No. Go international.
Get Process back, I guess. Like, what? Oh,
no,
mate.
let's go international, okay? Let's go. Let's just like look at the ELO.
G2, GTAS.
Very effective. G2 got that standing
Oh,
lock, that
anti-flash.
plot protection.
Malphus anti, another owner. He got another one.
Yep.
Taz is 10 and 6. He's playing like a young man.
That's right.
They're getting owned. The Eco just stripped 11-4. G2, 2 rounds away from 2-0ing big, eliminating them from PGL Astana. Tail tuck between their legs, back on the plane, embarrassment, red cheeks. Get him out of here.
This is a dark day for Deutsche CS.
You started the tournament with a win over Aurora. You couldn't be happier about how things started.
You got to a grand final, you play against Aurora, you beat them. And then...
2 Mac 10s, surely B-Rush. Just B-Rush with the Mac 10s. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, 2 M4 is going to be starting B. Lining up for some BU till Taz takes his under.
That could still be a B pop.
Yeah, it looks poppy. You get a smoke out. Yep. Nope, they're ahead of that. Real test here. Real test. Takes down MIBR. That's an important kill.
They're cancelling.
Yeah, they should.
Well, allow your mid play to work right now. It's Taz. He's doing the hunter. He's doing the hunter. He's the stand-in coach doing the hunter.
Oh! He's actually found JDC. Okay. Weird for the B players now. You're worried about if he could just... Oh! Taz! He's got the flank, comes in, opens up the side. It's Taz! Big man on campus. Claims the 12th round for G2 with a Mac 10 flank inspired from Taz.
He's seen Hunter
He's
run
got a 2 KD, Chad.
He's seen Hunter run that. And he said, I can do
I can do that too.
I'm standing in for Hunter. I'm going to do him proud.
Taz.
That's going to be the game.
Taz.
They've gone and done him.
How can he do it? How can he slap so damn hard? A 2.0 KD up against a team of professional Counter-Strike players to this day. Big Clan getting rumbled by a coach. This isn't even his day job.
I can't believe, like, 1, I was like, oh, that's great.
Yeah. 2 asking, a long range. Maybe I'll call it mid-range. But a distance.
I'll give you at a distance.
Yeah, at a distance, he still connects it.
Oh my God, Bigger so cooked.
Oh yeah.
You've never been this.
I'm talking French player cheating.
You've been tilted before. You've been tilted, but this is cooked. This goes down. Oh my God, Alex, we're going to transport you right now. CS Summit 2019.
Oh no, don't
pre-pandemic.
Don't do it, Chad. You didn't need to bring it up, man. We'd all forgotten about that.
It was G2.
It was.
Playing against MongolZ.
It was.
Carrigan had to go to the airport early.
That's right.
They already had Natus Vincere standing in.
That's right.
Regin, the coach, stands in for Carrigan. And Kenny S is in tears after the loss.
Because you lost to Regin and Devil Walk.
It was Natus Vincere.
Natus Vincere. Sorry, Devil Walk. Sorry, no, that was a stray.
Devil Walk.
That was a stray.
Devil Walk was definitely not there. There was no Devil Walk there.
Why did I just conflate
I don't know. I don't know how you
confuse
confuse Natus Vincere and Devil Walk.
I don't know. Both kind of similar.
In a way.
In a way.
Both from Denmark or Sweden.
Yeah, both from Denmark or Sweden. So.
Okay, here we go. Final round. Potentially. Double nades, chunk down Hades. Taz.
Oh, he's feeling himself, isn't he?
He couldn't be more confident right now.
Dude, he's already got full con control. 1 minute 28.
This is a feel-good story.
Oh, where's my cover?
No!
Where's my cover? JDC and Hyped have messed it up further.
MongolZ with another entry, another multi, and Big are about to get single-digit blown out on their map choice. It happened against VP.
Where is the cover? You were looking window.
This team's mental.
Absolute
a wet paper bag.
Trash canned.
Get him out of here. MP9s and an M4. They've got the B site. They just need to get the bomb.
Someone's responsible
They
for
just
that.
need to get the bomb. There's 50 seconds.
Please go get the bomb, boys.
Crimbo's found a kill in the meantime. Hades with another incision, but this one, it just feels so done. The bomb's picked up now.
Thompson.
Heavy God might get caught. Ooh, Thompson's going short. So there's a chance.
A very small
Snacks
chance.
has this kill.
to right. Yeah, cleans up Crimbo. It's only Tabson, the last man standing, the last bastion of hope for Big Clan. Or a 2-0 elimination from PGL Astana.
They're trying to knife him. They're trying to knife him.
They wouldn't. They shouldn't. They won't. But Snacks gets it done. 13-4. G2 survive. Another day of play.
The Counter-Strike world cannot believe what has just happened. That is another big collapse on their map choice, and I wouldn't be high five, but I'm surprised Tabson didn't leave the server when left in that 1-on-4. This is an embarrassing